Hello.
Hello.
Here we go again with my friend because other people is like it's difficult to organize with other people because they have their own things. So when I can, they don't care. So when they can, I cannot. So she is helping me today again. In the other life, maybe we can have another person. So I asked about what do you want to talk about, and you told like the emotions, the feelings, the what is love, like the song. I think. But yeah, and also I can add the thing of the family because it's kind of the same things like the family and emotion, feelings, and all this kind of thing. So, before I start, I'm going to say something about what I told the last time. Ah, again, I need to introduce myself. I'm going to introduce like the last time I told all of you that Kervin is like a human. That's my the name that my parents give it to me. But that's a title. It's just a title. If you look the information about your names, you can see what that what does mean the name. So for me, all my names, Kelvin Osvaldo Andrade Ortega, means the little dark man who born in the power of God, or with the power of God. That's what it means. But yeah, so what? Okay, so then it's going to be like a critical name because it's like what is coming next, our next transformation, or doing things like that. I'm going to explain that in another moment, but that name for me is in book. It's like the name that I received in meditation, and then in book. My elevated, the what you call God, higher self, or whatever you want to call, is Indrak. For now, it's like Ominic Indrak, but that name is not complete. I need to complete it. And also in book is not complete because it's a process. It's about the four bodies. Uh, in all my years practicing, are you okay?
Yes, sir.
In all my year practicing these things, I used to use the pentacle. You know the 5 star. Yeah, I got to draw it here. Maybe some of you don't know. So let me see if you can see. Well, sorry for my my robot. This is a pentacle. So in many cultures or something like that, they use it like the four elements. But now I understand what it means because we have four bodies. The human being have four bodies. The body of uh, biology, biology body, emotions, uh, consciousness, and energy. That are the four bodies. So the biological body is the earth. It's what you know about the earth. The emotions, feelings, and all this is the body of water. The consciousness, thoughts, all that is involving the mind or whatever you think is the air, and the fire, that is the body that we need to complete because we already have three bodies, but we need to complete the fire body, that is the energy. That is what is going to come. And that's sorry. That's this for, and this is elevated, and this is the energy of Maika or Earth or Gaia, whatever you know her. It is Maika.
Good.
Do you know that?
No, I didn't know that. No, I was thinking.
Well, we have 4 bodies, so now we complete the body of the Earth, because you can see in the people that can do incredible things like the yoga or Olympic, that they do this extremely good things. Like you try to do it, it's difficult, but
Yeah.
they do it, so the body is complete. The body can do that things. The emotions is work with the consciousness, because some of you are already with the emotions good, but some are passing like still working in that, and the consciousness is the next that we need to work to. When we complete the 3 bodies, we can start with the body of energy, that is the fire, and then is when the crystal body is going to appear. I'm going to explain that in other video, because I think other person is going to help me with that. But yeah, that's practically what it is. So, emotions, feelings, love, what you wanted to talk. I'm probably going to broke your illusions about love and feelings and all this, because I already passed for that, and I know how it is. Well, let's talk about consciousness and unconsciousness. What I talked about the other in the first slide.
Okay.
We have 2 cells. Let's see. I'm going to draw it here. I think I did it faster. Wait.
The illustration, the biology.
Yeah. I'm not a good drawer. So. Yeah, whatever. So. This, let me explain it to you first. This is the Earth. The Earth.
Air?
Gaia.
Our
Planet. The planet. This is Maika. It's the being that is inside the planet.
Okay.
Here, she has the cells of every being in the universe. So, when she was there, she was spinning like really fast, and the energy is like the sun, like spinning really fast, and for many years, infinite years, create the planet. That the planet is her Merkaba. So, I want to explain. So, this is the planet. Here, in the middle, I don't know if you see the little person, is Maika. It's the being that came from the universe. And she create that little points here are hello. This little point here are the DNA or information about all this being of the universe. So, what the planet was created because the energy of her was like spinning really fast for many years. So in one point that was like physical, and was the earth. So the four elements, earth, air, fire, and water, is they are in all the universe, and they are in all the universe also are in the earth, so in the planet. So you understand?
Yeah.
Tell me if it's a lot of information because I know that. It took me many years to realize all this. So
But so the Mica and the Earth they're not the same. Like the Earth's like her body.
yeah, no, Merkaba. Merkaba is energy.
Oh.
Is what we are going to have when we complete the three bodies. What Jesus Christ had in the past, that they saw that he was shiny and flying and all that was the Merkaba energy. We are going to have a little Merkaba because we are not the same that the sun and all the planets. That's years of for infinite of evolution. Yeah, all of this is evolution. This is not magic. This is evolution, like Darwin. So, where it was?
The four elements.
Yeah, the four elements. What happened was like the alchemy of the earth, the planet, create. They was together, and they create a being. That is what is called native, like, because there in the earth there are like the planet there are native native with DNA of the being of light, like the sun and this god and goddesses that we know about in all these years. So, it's okay for you?
Okay.
Is it crazy? I know that it's crazy. I know that it's crazy, but we are going to know this when the moment comes.
Okay.
So, so they was in a fusion and create a being. That being went out. When that being, this is the native, the native.
Okay.
When that being was created, the DNA of the being was here, and what they do was clonate this DNA. I don't know if some of you read about the book of Enki. Maybe not. That's a really old Sumerian book. They talk about this, about the beings that clonate people in the planet. Of course, it was like the Bible, that was a lot of histories to tell about in that time. Now we are millions of years in evolution, so we can explain that in other way. And also the book of Enoch, that was in the Bible, but the church took that book out because it said the truth, that we receive angels. They call it like the fall of the angels, and that the angels was with the humans, that these things, but in cells. That's what they wanted to explain. But they, of course, they put it like angel and all of this because it was what they believe in that moment. But it was all evolution. No, it was like they came here because it's a lot of energy. The being of the universe cannot come here because it's a lot of energy, and it's going to make chaos here because the air is not, the planet is not prepared to that kind of energy. It's like the energy of the sun. Okay?
I'm thinking. Okay, keep going.
So, that was the book of Enoch. Maybe some of you know more that book than the book of Enki. The book Enki is more for people that is pagan and love the Wiccan things, because we received that book. But the book of Enoch is something that you can search and you can read about. They talk about the fall of the angels, and they have sex with the human being that is the cells. It's evolution.
Okay. But wait, so who is this again?
Micah.
Micah. And the cells. And
This is the energy, and this is
okay,
because
so,
Micah is blue. Micah is Pleiadian, and the Pleiadian have blue energy. That's why I put it in blue.
okay. And who came out of here? Who's this?
Micah in the planet was the fourth element. The fourth element created the first being. That was a cell. All that beings, the fourth element combined and create a cell.
Okay.
And that cell was evolving.
Yes.
Because the universe is evolving all the time. It's vibrating. It's the third. Some of you also know the Kybalion. The Kybalion talk about the third law is vibration. All is moving. All is moving. Nothing is static. So all is evolving. Even if you are quiet, you are moving. You are the planet and the universe is moving. So I know that this sounds crazy because the first time that I read this, and it was in 2018, maybe I was in the weekend, and I read this book of Enki, that it was similar to the Bible with the Ark of Noah, because Enki and Enlil was they were brothers, and they created the big way that the thing that they took two animals, two from every place.
Okay.
It's the same history, but in Sumeria, and that book is oldest than the Bible. So, but the most famous is the book of Enoch, and it's better to talk about that because it's talk about angels and not aliens, and we are all aliens. So well, the four elements create the cell, and that cell was evolving, and they left the body of Micah, and they was here evolving in the water, because all start in the water. It's like when also a law of Kybalion, the second law, that is as above so below, because what happened up also happened down. So you can understand that with the pregnancy of a woman, the baby is inside with water and it's created with a spermatozoid.
Yeah.
And the up, it's the same but a big.
Okay.
Now you can understand.
Yeah.
So that's as above so below. So that cell was there. So the DNA of the being of life, that in the book of Enoch they call angels and archangels, they was outside too, and they combine, fusion, have sex, whatever. Many ways to you understand. And that create us.
Okay.
So we are the same that the native, but we have DNA of being of life.
But they don't have.
No. So
only the elements.
No. There are two kinds. There are all of us are human, but some of them don't have DNA of being of the universe. So and you can recognize them because they don't want to know about this kind of thing, about spiritual, about church, about religion. They are in the world. They don't care.
Okay.
So um, and I know that you are a being because you are here. If not, you are not here. So and now my being Kevin is like, this is crazy, this is crazy, this is what I know. If you don't want to know this, you are going to know this later. But wait, and you are going to see. Because every person in the world have their process. That's also this. I can explain this. I wanted to explain this in other video better, but I can explain. Imagine millions of cells, millions and millions of cells. Some of them came first.
Okay.
And that's why there are people more evolving than others.
Oh, sure.
So.
Oh, okay. The cells that came first are more or less
more evolving. It's
okay.
practically ours because
okay.
There are 1,444 and 2,888 beings that came first. But I'm going to explain that in another moment. But at the beginning was 2,888 beings that came first to help all the civilizations that came. That's why in all the years was evolving, because being of light create technology or create the wheel or create all that technology in the past, and now was created for being of light. Because they took it from other.
Okay.
I feel like crazy.
Okay, but no, let's.
No, that's okay.
No, I don't know. I didn't. I need to formulate the question.
Okay. So. Okay, now we can arrive in the. Then in other life I can explain this better with another person that helped me, that she's preparing herself, watching the videos, and yeah, it's prepared. So now I can explain how it works, the feelings, the emotions, and love. What we know about love. What is love? I know that is a song, but
what is it? Okay. No, love is related to care to someone. Someone's really important to you, and you don't want to live without that person.
Okay, that's dependent.
Yeah. So love is a little dependent, I think.
You feel that like inside you, do you feel like love is dependent?
It has a little of it, but in the same hand, you don't want to like hold that person. You only want her to be happy with you, and yeah, you want to see the person good.
By the way, let me. There is Valosa. Can you tell me if you hear me? You hear us? Us? I don't know. So I don't know if the audio is good.
We forgot to test today.
Yeah. Imagine that I talk and talk.
We're here 20 minutes talking, no one is listening.
I don't think so because they are like.
No,
Oh, wait a minute. Let me ask Fernando.
okay.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, so we continue with the love history about that. I'm going to explain this. Okay, these little points here are the DNA of the elevated. So that the four element create a cell, and that was, wait a minute. The four element create a cell, and that cell went this, and that is evolution. Now, what we know in all our life, evolution, Darwin, science. So yeah, that's why you can explain this in many ways. So, and that cell was the Gustav. Good. Thank you. That cell was a clonation, fusion, sex, whatever you want to call, with the native cell, and that create us. That's the voice that we hear, this DNA. But we are human. We are not that DNA. That DNA is another thing. So, sorry for.
No problem.
As I told you, I'm going to explain that better in other light with a better draw all these things. So, okay, love.
Okay, so love. Yeah, I think that's it. Seeing the person or the animal, because we can love animals, I think. I love my dogs. You want to see them happy, well cared, and like good,
Okay.
and you will do whatever you have to do to see them happy.
Okay, and now if that animal is not here, how do you feel?
I feel sad.
So that's dependent.
No, I feel sad because I wanted her to be with me, but I'm okay because I know she's
Possession.
all right. And no, yeah, no. Okay.
Here's when I'm going to broke all the belief. Love. Do you love yourself?
Yeah.
So you respect yourself. Like you do whatever you want to do when you want to do, and you say whatever you want to say when you want to say it, and you are true. Like you are true with yourself.
No. Most of time, yes, but sometimes I don't say what I want to say or don't do for some reasons. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell the human being yet they can have an idea of that, but they don't know exactly what is love. I'm going to explain this. You can decide if you believe me or not. It's your decision. Love is a energy of acceptance. Acceptance.
Acception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's accepting everything like it is. So You don't want to change. You want, so if you accept that, it's a free energy, and it's an energy of the universe. That's what how the universe express the love with all the people. Like you can see the earth, the planet give you food. The human, for low consciousness, took that and sells and create money and create all that. But in the planet there is everything. That is love. Like like a minimum expression of love in the universe is bigger. So it's a free energy of accepting everything like
The way
it
it
is.
is. Yeah. I agree.
So what we know about love is a memory. It's what I was explaining the other day. When I made this tattoo, I didn't imagine that now it's going to help me a lot.
No.
Okay. I was explaining the cell in the planet. We have both cells, the creation of in the planet and the DNA cells of the being of life. We call God, higher self, whatever you want to call, it's okay. Call it whatever you want. It's the same thing. You are going to be clarifying maybe months. We don't know. But yeah, we have the memories of all that cells in all the years of evolution. So that means that what we believe that is love is because we have the DNA of the being of elevated, the higher self, and that's why we know the word love, because they know. You can have a sensation of what it is. Even me, I know what it is, but I still trying to understand what is love, because
Yeah.
it's a energy that you need to accept everything like it is. You don't accept, and that start in you.
Mhm.
Once that you accept who you are, you respect, you are true with yourself, you can see that you love yourself, and that you express that out. Now,
Yeah.
the fun part. Uh, I don't know if you see my.
Maybe if you change the place with me.
No. Okay, I'm going to do it like this. You can
Okay.
see this tattoo. When I made this tattoo, this is the crown, the raven of Odin, hugging and mugging. Okay. Hugging and mugging is mean memories and thoughts, because the memories create the thoughts. So the
thoughts?
memories, the thoughts, think, thought. Sorry, our English is not.
The memories?
When you think,
Ah,
so
thoughts.
that
Yeah.
that. Sorry.
Okay, no. Different accents. Okay.
So memories create that, because
Yeah.
with the memory you can create the way that you think, all
Yeah.
is created by memories.
Mhm.
This is when the mind enters, and this is the first law of the Kybalion. The first law of the Kybalion say all is mind. I didn't understand this until like 5 or 6 years ago. I was trying to understand because it came information in all my being, and I came the first law of the Kybalion. All is mine. And I was like, of course, all is mine. The cells are mine because they have information. What I told you in the first video, that the mind is a creation of the memories, the life that you live is all a creation, a construction of all your life and all the life.
Okay.
Good for now.
Okay. Yes.
If you have questions,
Okay.
Well, so uh, so the cells have the memories of years of evolution. Our ancestors, until the beginning. In the beginning was the information of the DNA of elevated. So we have two kind of memories: the consciousness and the unconsciousness. Conscious and unconscious. Yeah. I feel like I'm teaching some scientists.
But wait, we have what is unconscious? Unconscious memories.
In everything, but I want to talk about the emotion and the feeling. But to understand that, it's necessary to understand that we have the memories of all the evolution.
Okay.
So, dependence, I want, all of that, TV, series, movies, all that is in our memories. So that's why we believe that love is that. No.
Okay.
Because love is a energy of accepting everything like it is. So if you don't accept yourself, how can you love others? That's when enter the emotions and the feeling. So for example, with the family. How do you feel if, for example, I want to be a little bit. It's not cruel because I know that. How do you feel about one member of your family is dead?
Very, very sad.
Why?
Like, because I don't know. I don't want them to die. I want them with me.
So do you want?
Yes.
That's the thing. What we believe that is love is I want.
Okay.
So I don't accept that happened because that is meant to happen. It's evolution. All it's like cyclical. Spring, summer, winter, all is a cycle. We born, we live, we die. We don't die, but that's another because nobody wanted to talk about that. Just family and emotions and all of this. So so we have the that memory. So we want, if a person, we are with a boyfriend or girlfriend and that person leave us, we feel sad because we feel like something is missing.
Yeah.
So that's not love. That's dependent. You depend on that person to be good. You don't accept that it's over.
Okay.
That was difficult. Many years trying to understand this because I was like, but now I can, and even now it's like a little bit difficult. But even like that, what is your opinion about the politicals and the war and all of this?
No sense for me, I think.
Okay, these people that hate that don't accept that.
No,
Yeah. That is
Crazy.
low consciousness. They are where they are because they are teaching us, and talking about other things, they are teaching us how to erase our consciousness. So everything is perfect in the place where it is. If you are not in a war, don't be in a war. Let them that they kill themselves. That's all. You raise your consciousness. When you understand that, you can have an idea of what is love. The rest is emotion and feelings. Feelings and emotions are the body of the water. So it's what we learn in the years of evolution. So you feel like you cannot be with you cannot be good without a person. Oh, hi, spider. Sorry, I was a spider. Yeah, it's like accepting that every person in the world have their own path, and you can choose in consciousness, be with that person, be with that family, be with that friend, but not depend of that person to be good. Like in the moment that you are sad or you feel like I cannot be, like something is missing, that is dependence, and that is I want, that belong to me. That what's mean want. One is I want this belong to me.
Possession.
This possession.
Yeah. But it's hard to like disassociate.
Yeah, because we have all these memories in the cells, in years of evolution. But deep inside us, we know that that's not good. That's why years by years, when you have different boyfriend or families or friends, you are raising consciousness. Like every time it's easier to let that person go, or accepting that even with family people is like, I need to be with my family because I need to be in the dinner with my family because it's my family. Yeah, but you don't want to be there, so they need to accept that. It's that's I want. That's a possession. You are my family, so you need to be here to share because we are family. That is a possession. It's not. It's emotion and feelings. You need to raise that. And let me clarify a thing, because we can have emotions and feelings. That's what makes us humans. But it's a difference between have emotions and feelings in conscious, and another thing is unconscious. Is when it's cyclical. When that family left, or that friend left, or that boyfriend or girlfriend left, and you feel sad. Cyclical, until you realize, wait, why I feel like I need somebody to be good, and you start to be inside. Yeah. All the answers are inside. You don't need to follow anybody. You don't need to follow teachers. And I talk about myself because I passed for many spiritual things. I passed for many, and all all that path took me to be inside me and see all the answer inside me. And when I realize all of that, all the answer of other people that me appears. I'm not the only one that arrive to these same things without knowing. It's what Carl Jung talked about the unconsciousness. I don't know in English.
Spanish.
I don't know English.
What?
My mind is like, when I'm thinking many languages, my mind is like the connection in the unconsciousness. This is this thing, like you understand, and when you understand, other people understand, and you don't know that people, and then appears that people in front of you, and you say like, wow, I was thinking that I was crazy. That's when you realize, when other people like think the same that you, arrive to the same information that you, without knowing, in different parts of the world, arrive in the same information. Yeah. It's the same with the civilizations years ago with the Sumerians. In the Sumerians was things that they found in the civilization that was Sumerian was in Africa, and the same this design of these statues and this thing it was also in Latin America. How? Because the boat and the planes didn't exist in that moment. It was because we have a connection. It's the same with the animals. When an animal learns something, even if the other animal is in the other part of the world, that connection make that the other animals do the same. We are all connected. It's practically what we call telepathy. But we can have your telepathy now with our being or the DNA. When we practice that, we can have with other people. Even like that, I think that I had a connection with a person in telepathy, but I don't. And there is people that already know how to do that because they are more themselves. Like they are self and they are themselves and they can connect better with. But that's another thing.
Okay.
So, emotions.
Emotions.
Is it good until now? How do you feel? Do you have questions?
No, I think I agree with love.
You just need integrate that and think.
Yeah.
Because everything that is depend, I want, I don't feel complete. That's depends. Want possessions, all this.
And when like you break that, let's say that we have a boyfriend and he breaks up with me, so I feel that missing, and then I find another boyfriend.
Yeah,
do
because
the same.
it's a
yeah.
You see what I'm talking?
Yes.
Like when every person arrives to the same information, is that the cyclical? Until you don't raise your consciousness, you are going to repeat the same situation, and that happens with everything.
Yeah.
Not just in the emotion, the feeling, in everything. Until you don't learn to raise consciousness, you cannot. You know how beautiful it is to be with a person in consciousness, like both of them know and accept that even if I'm not with you, I'm with you because I accept you and I want to be with you.
Yeah.
It's my decision. It's not, but if you go, it's okay for me. Because I understand that every person has their process. Sorry for broke your.
it makes like a feeling of freedom.
Yeah, it's freedom.
Yeah.
Love is. We don't know. The human being don't know that came from the DNA of the elevator that we have, because they know about love in the universe. Everything is acceptation. They accept everything like it is. Evolution. That's why they don't came here to rescue us, and because they accept that we are evolving. We need to raise consciousness.
Yeah.
So, brother and sister, please awake. It's better that Micah do that, but Micah Micah is going to do that in a few months. But first, the 2,888 first cell that evolving need to awake. That when that happens, every person in the world is going to awake. Even the person that is in prisons or people that is in the street, all of us are going to awake. Everything is in the place that need to be to us raise consciousness. Evolution. When you see that person is low consciousness, they are not evolving like because they was like in the cell was like after us. And so we are like first. That's why you see the people in war. That's what you see people killing, because they need to raise consciousness. They don't have the same evolution that some of us.
Okay. They came later.
Yeah, that doesn't care. All of them, even if you don't like it, you don't know the energy of love. You need to accept that. Obviously, if you are in a place like Latin America. um, and you see that it's a dangerous place. You know that. You have consciousness of that. So if you go to other place, you are not going to be with that with those person that kills. Is consciousness. Only the people that is not with consciousness, with raising consciousness, are there. So the war. If you are not in the war, don't talk about that. If you're not in political, don't talk about political. Let them do what they need to do. They are in the place that they need to be. Yeah. So family, because that's another thing that people need to. Family is just a group that we have to raise consciousness. We are all siblings. We are all brothers and sisters, because we all came from Micah. So it's like Adam and Eva. From them, all the civilizations, all the people. So if you think that, we are all brothers and sisters. And our parents is a universe, God, whatever you want to call. So you need to accept that they have their own path. You cannot be like, oh, I cannot do this because I'm going to hurt my mother, I'm going to hurt my sister, I'm going to hurt my or even us. Like they need us, and when we feel guilty, we feel like we need to be with them because they feel sad.
Yeah, I felt like a little of that when I came here, because it's the first time I left my house, so I was like, oh, my mom needs me here, but I want to go.
Yeah, and that's accepting all the things that it is. When you raise the consciousness in that, you can go, even if they are sad. That's their problem. Let them that they raise consciousness by their own. You be worried about you, because every person is going to be the person that is going to rescue when everything starts to happen. You are going to rescue yourself. We are already rescued ourselves, raising consciousness, knowing all of this. That is billions of years of information, because that was in the Egyptian, in the Sumerian, in the Nordic, in the Celtic, in all of that culture, civilization have information like this. You know that when you read all of that, and I was in the weekend, I read all of that, and I realized that all the civilization have things in common.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So what is family? Like.
It's just a group of people that you choose, like it's evolution. So you create like a group. In every civilization you have a crew, a group, a clan. Even like friends, you have your friends, and the other friends have your friend. It's a clan.
Okay.
But every person have. For me, it was easy. Since I was a child, I was like really a part of my family. So like, for me, it was easy to pass that. The difficult thing was the emotion and the feelings, love. Understand that, because once that you realize that you just want possessions and depend, you okay, something is happening here, and you realize that, because you repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat, and you're like, I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
Something is happening here, and then the information came. No, this.
Oh, we have 5 minutes.
So,
okay.
Do you want to add something?
No, I think I need to process the information.
How do you feel like it?
Good, I like today. That's a good chat.
I know that it's hard. I speak by myself because I passed for many years trying to understand this, and now that I know this, it's like, okay, I can accept this, I can accept that, I cannot,
Yeah.
and that, even like that, I don't know yet what is the complete energy of love, because it's not the energy of the universe. There are things that I I need to accept,
Yeah.
and like the thing of Kervins, Inbook, and Indra. Kervins is like, this is crazy. This is
Yeah.
so Kervins need to accept that, but I know that is true. Like Inbook, that is going to be the big. Even like I'm telling this, I feel like it's Kervins Inbook, but it's like that. That self, Inbook was myself from the beginning. That's what we know uh, about the reincarnation. What reincarnate is that self. It's not Kervins. It's not Eloise. It's the self. And that self have that name since the beginning in book, with different bodies, with different names. That was just a title.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when you search the meaning of your name, you can see what you came to do here in the planet.
Yeah.
In that moment.
I made a scholar work once that I need to tell a story of my name.
Yeah, I was like really when I find mine, because I didn't know. I just knew Andrade, that was a last name from Spain, but I never searched for the meaning of the names, and I was like, wow, because I like fire. People
Yeah.
that know me know that I'm fire, and I have born in my name. Oh, you see my tattoo that I like fire. When I saw that, I knew I all my life I feel like attraction with the fire.
Mm-hmm.
So the little dark man that born with the power of God.
Mm-hmm.
God is everywhere. Everyone in the planet is God, goddess,
Okay.
angels and archangels. We are all that. So, people, I know that that is a lot of information, and this is just the beginning. It's years of evolution, but and processes like trying to integrate this in myself and to can explain, because everything starts inside. Go inside. You don't need to follow anybody in the world. You all the answers are inside, and you realize that because you arrive to the same thing that I arrived and other people arrive.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So people just follow people because they think that they need other, because that what we learn schools, high school, we think that we need other to teach us. No, I have many examples of this in my life, that think that I saw that I need somebody to explain me, and I learned by myself,
Yeah.
because everything is in the Akash. The Akash is a big memory in the universe. So every person in the world can be in the Akash, can go to the Akash. And that's why all the people arrive to the same truth, and not a truth of the human. I'm going to explain this better about the self, because I'm just talking about emotions, feelings, love, but then I'm going to talk about all the other things that involve the cells, the evolution. So, thank you so much for watching us.
Thank you.
The next time probably I'm going to be with another person. If not, if you are here, you hear me again.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think so, because next week I'm going to be in another country. So
Yeah, so no.
thank you so much. If you have
Thank you.
question, just text me, send me a message, and we can talk.
Yeah.
In the next time, I'm going to tell more about this. You want to say something?
No, and search the meaning of your names.
Yeah, that's important.
Important.
Yeah, and go inside. Hear that voice, because that voice is the only one that is going to guide you. It's the one that you call higher self, intuition. All of that is that voice, the DNA that we have. So,
Okay.
thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
and see you the next time. Bye.
Bye bye.